I hope you all are safe, healthy, fit and fine at your home. So we are continuing chapter number 1. Till now we have completed computer system, definition of computer system, data and information, difference of data and information, two main component of computer system, that is hardware and software. Inside hardware, we have learned about the categorization of hardware, that is input device, output device, processing device and storage device. Whereas we have also studied about software and categorization of software, system software and application software. So today in this video we gonna study further about this chapter. So let's start. What is liveware? Liveware is the combination of live and ware. Where it means human being, programmer, operator and administrator and a computer user who operates, use, program. It refers to any programmer, operator, administrator or computer operator where these persons are using computer to operate for programming and for various types of computer functioning. Computer is very popular. We all know computer is very popular because of 5 main features, that is speed, accuracy, versatility, diligence and storage. Now here we are going to talk about storage. Storage means the capacity to store data for a longer time. Computer is also having a feature or a quality for storing data for a longer period of time. Computer memory can divide into two parts, primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory is also known as internal memory or main memory. Primary memory stores data directly from computer system. Primary memory again categorized into two different types, RAM and ROM. RAM stands for random access memory, whereas ROM stands for read-only memory. And about secondary memory are those memory which does not save computer memory directly from computer. In between of this, primary memory act as a interface. Computer memory. Everything around us is measured with some unit. If we are talking about water, then we use liter. If we are talking about measurement, then we take centimeter, meter. And we talk about some weight, then we take kilogram. And if we are talking about some number, then we use dozens. So everything around us is compared with numbers, but the representation of those numbers is refers as unit. Same way, information in computer is stored in two digits, that is 0 and 1. 0 and 1 is known as binary digits, that is bits. Now here I will tell you how computer stored memory and what are the units we use in computer to represent the memory units. First, nibble. Nibble is a group of 4 bits. 4 bits. Bits is what? Binary digits. If we are taking 0, 1, 0, 1, that is nibble because here we are taking 4 bits. Next is 8 bits. 8 bits is known as 1 byte. The combination of 0 and 1 8 times is form 1 byte. 1024 byte is equal to 1 kilobyte and so on. Now let's see computer memory measurement chart. Man has got a wonderful gift from God, which is the ability to think. Though a computer cannot think on its own, yet the CPU is the brain of a computer. It controls all the information it receives through input units or input device and stores it in its memory, like our brain. The computer also uses both short term memory and long term memory to store data or information. However, we tend to forget things with times, but computer can retain the stored data for year. The data can be retrieved from computer's memory when needed. As we all have memory that remembers the thing, the computer also has a memory which remembers so many things by storing inside it. There is some difference between your memory and computer memory. A computer has a large memory than yours. It never forgets and can keep any information for a long time period. A computer memory is used to store data as well as information, temporary or permanent. As you measure the weight by using gram and kilogram unit, similarly, the computer's memory is measured in bits and bytes. A bit means binary digit and a byte means character is the basic storage unit in memory. When data is transferred into memory from storage device, the instruction and data exit as bytes. A computer can understand only two states, that is on and off. On represented by 1 and off represented by 0. These two digits, that is 0 and 1, are called binary digits or bits. The amount of data and instruction that can be stored in computer memory is measured in bytes, that is BYTES. Every computer has a certain amount of memory. It determines the number of programs a computer can run at a time and how fast these programs will run. 1 represent as on and 0 represent as off. To represent the user's data in computer, bits are combined together to form character codes. Combination of 8 bits make a byte. BYTE. Single byte is used to represent one character of data. Bits contain two digits, that is 0 and 1. 8 bit is equal to 1 byte. 1024 bytes is equal to 1 kilobyte. 1024 kilobyte is equal to 1 megabyte. 1024 megabyte is equal to 1 gigabyte. 1024 gigabyte is equal to 1 terabyte. 1024 terabyte is equal to 1 petabyte. 1024 petabyte is equal to 1 exabyte. 1024 exabyte is equal to 1 zettabyte. 1024 zettabyte is equal to 1 yottabyte. And 1024 yottabyte is equal to 1 bronotype. Now, let's see the easiest way to compare your data with memory representation unit. Byte. 1 byte is equal to 1 character. A character can be a number, letter, or a symbol. 1 byte consists of 8 bits, that is 8 binary digits. A bit is the smallest unit of information a computer can process. Next is kilobyte. 1 kilobyte is 1024 bytes. This is approximately equal to 1 page of your textbook. Next is megabyte. 1 megabyte is equal to 1024 kilobyte. This is approximately equal to 1 book. Next is gigabyte. 1 gigabyte is 1024 megabytes. This is approximately equal to a bunch of books. Terabyte. 1 terabyte is 1024 gigabyte. This is approximately equal to an entire book stand. And the last is petabyte. 1 petabyte is 1024 terabyte. This is approximately equal to a room full of books. A memory is divided into two categories, that is primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory is also known as main memory or internal memory, whereas secondary memory is also known as external memory. Primary memory and secondary memory division. Primary memory is divided into two kinds of memory, that is RAM and ROM. Secondary memory can be divided into four types of memory, that is HDD, SSD, compact disc, floppy disk, and magnet tape. Now first talk about primary memory. It is also known as internal or main memory of the computer. Data in this memory is stored in the form of bits. So computer, that part of computer, that is CPU, can directly read from and write on the memory. This can be of two types, RAM and ROM. Primary memory or internal memory, or you can say main memory. It is the built-in memory designed to store data and instruction while the computer is working. The data stored in internal memory is erased when the computer is turned off. It is always easier to access data or program from internal memory, as it is the fastest of all form of computer data storage. Primary memory is divided into two parts, RAM and ROM. RAM stores the information temporarily
and work like a blackboard which can constantly overwritten with new data. The information stored in the memory is lost when you turn off the computer or the power goes off. Next type of primary memory is ROM. It holds the startup instruction that prepare a computer for use. It also consists of program that check the proper working of all part of computer when you turn on a computer. The instruction stored in ROM cannot be changed but can only be read. It retains the stored information when the power is switched off. Now let's learn difference between primary memory, that is RAM and ROM. RAM. Definition of RAM is random access memory, whereas ROM definition is read only memory. RAM, random access memory, is expensive when compared to ROM, whereas ROM is cheaper when compared to RAM. RAM, the speed of RAM is higher when compared to ROM, whereas the speed of ROM is slower when compared to RAM. Random access memory has higher capacity when compared to ROM, whereas ROM has a lower capacity compared to RAM. Data in RAM can be modified, erased, or read, but data in ROM can only be read, it cannot be modified or erased. The data stored in RAM is used by the central processing unit, that is CPU, to process current instructions, whereas the data stored in ROM is used to bootstrap the computer. Bootstrap to the computer means to start, to turn on computer. Data stored on RAM can be accessed by the central processing unit, whereas if the central processing unit needs to access the data on ROM, first the data must be transferred to RAM and then the CPU will be able to access the data. Data of RAM is very volatile. It means it will exit as long as there is no interruption in power. Whereas ROM, data present in ROM is not volatile. It is permanent. Data will remain unchanged even when there is disruption in the power supply.
Except from primary memory and secondary memory, we have one more kind of memory, that is cache memory. Cache memory. Cache memory is an electronic memory that a computer microprocessor can access more quickly than a regular RAM. Cache memory is high speed memory because cache memory are those commands which we use regularly. The most recently and accessed data instruction are stored in a cache memory. it is used to enhance the performance of the CPU. So, cache memory is also a kind of memory which is helpful for CPU. So, this is our closing topic of chapter number 1. I hope you understood all topic clearly. That's all for today.